Where's my phone? I want to share this, but I guess I'm not going to be able to because I don't know what to do with my stuff. Oh well, it's alright. Y'all can watch it back later. I try to share it when I can remember, but I was distracted. Anybody home? Who's around? I'm crooked. I'm trying to get myself straight up here. There we go. There we go. I know Amy already went live. Cherokee, you're like my new BFF. I'm telling you. You're everywhere I go. Either that or you're a stalker. Which one is it? Which one? I'm trying to get this mute button off. There we go. Now I can see myself. Goodness gracious. Okay, so if you're one of my Facebook friends, then you already see what this looks like. It's crazy. I really need to share this. Cherokee, you're online. We're gonna do a little lesson on how to share. So I can do this when I'm on another phone or my computer, I can share. So I don't have it in front of me, but you can do it. Can you go down to like the bottom where you comment, and there should be like a little button to the bottom left that you can click on that will allow you to share this video, and then you can choose the people that you share it to. So you can choose, like, it should show up everybody that's in our group. So tell me if you see that. Hey there, long time no see. I know, you just saw me. What are you not telling me? Oh, that you're a stalker? It's okay. I don't mind. I like to have company. I like to have company. So if you see the little share thing, you should be able to like go in there and invite the people in our group. So you can, when you go to it, it should have like members, and then at the below it, it'll have like non-members. So you should be able to see members, and you should just click on them and invite, and then they'll know that they'll get a notification that we're live. It'll say like invited by whoever. So that's a good little training thing. So if you're doing like a party and you want to make sure that people see your live videos, if you're in a group or something, and this is for everybody, not just Cherokee, you can have another device, a tablet, a phone, a computer, whatever, and you can go in, logged in as you, and go into that other device, and you can share that video with the people in the group, or maybe just the hostess if you want the hostess to make sure she knows about the videos, so that she's aware and she can make sure her friends are watching, or whatever the case may be. So you have that ability to do that. I find it to be very helpful. So Cherokee, let me know if you found it and if you were able to invite some people. I know it probably takes a second and it's a delay. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna try not to just tell you guys everything that Amy told you, and hopefully not everything that Christy told you, but I know a lot of you guys don't get to see her videos. First off, convention was amazing. I'm sure you know that by now. If you can get to convention in San Antonio, you need to do it. Not only was it helpful for my business, it was kind of like breathing life into me. Like, it was a good thing for me to get away from the real world, to really focus on myself, meet a bunch of other people in the same position as me, and then meet people that are not in my position, that have moved on, and really have grown in the business. That was really empowering to see. So when I first started in the business 2 years ago, there were not that many Black status people. And I did not work my business like I should have. And within 2 years, now there's 256 Black statuses. So what that told me was, number one, it can be done. Number two, when I thought maybe I wasn't good enough, or there weren't enough people out there to want to be on my team, or there weren't enough customers, that was a total lie to myself, because 250 or 200 some odd people hit Black status in those 2 years that I was self-doubting and thinking that this is as good as it's going to get because I wasn't a founding presenter, or whatever my mind was trying to tell me that was stopping me from moving forward, because somebody did it. When I think there's nobody else around that wants to sign up, that's wrong. We've had 100,000 people sign up in the last month. 100,000 people. There's like, what, 5 billion people in the world. We're nowhere close to that. They're everywhere. There's nothing stopping me, and there's nothing stopping you from getting what you want out of this business. It's just making the decision that this is what you want and that you're going to do the work to do it. So Amy said something that I thought was very pertinent. She said many things. You really need to watch her video. But she said, just do the stuff. Don't think you have to be perfect. Don't tell yourself, well, I'll do the stuff when I am. I'll do the stuff when she is. I'll do the stuff, whatever you think it is that you need to have or be before you do the stuff. Just do the stuff, because you will get there. When I did my first live video, I just did it because it showed up on my phone as an option. I didn't practice doing a live video. I didn't know how to press the buttons. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about in my live video. But me, I'm a very spontaneous person, and if I think about something too long, it may never happen. And so I know that in myself, so I had to tell myself, I'm doing it right now, because if I don't do it right now, I'm never going to do it, because I will create fear in myself, and I will pass that opportunity by, and I won't get it done. So I just did it, and it brought people to me because I was real, and they saw, well, she's not perfect, so maybe I can do this. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. People laughed and they giggled, and that's fun. I mean, the video that I just did, I had all these curlers in my hair, Cherokee saw, and I had crazy Groucho Mark's eyebrows, which, by the way, I did these eyebrows with a stencil. Don't they look good? So the first ones didn't look good. It was funny. But as soon as I saw myself looking like that, I said, I gotta get on live because somebody's gonna think this is funny. And someone's gonna click on my live because they see me look like a crazy person. It gets people drawn in. It's not because I know what I'm doing. So just do the stuff. Don't worry about what people think about it. At one of my training sessions, this girl really spoke to me, Cynthia Barres. She's actually from Texas. I think she's from really close to my hometown. So Cherokee, she's from around there, around Burleson area. She was talking to me about fear and things like that. And she told us to write it on our hand, something that we're afraid of, something that stops us from doing things. And for me, what stops me from doing things is the fear of what people think of me. It's going to make me emotional. Oh, y'all. I got a backstory. I can't even go into it because I will cry. I'm going to cry anyway thinking about it. I didn't want to do this. I've been really good. I haven't done this in about a year. Anyway, people don't realize the backstory that I have. So I worry what people think of me. Dang it. Oh, Cherokee, I'm crying. I'm trying not to. Oh, Lordy. Anyways, so I wrote on my hand that I'm fearful of what people think of me. I'm afraid what they're going to think of me when I do a video. I'm even more afraid of what I think people are going to think of me when I reach out to them one-on-one personally. Like that is my biggest fear. Amy's so good at doing that. But I have a fear of rejection. I'm afraid that when I send them a message that they're going to be ugly to me, or they're going to say no, or next week they're not going to be my friend because I asked them to watch a video, or how they were doing even. That's my fear, and I struggle with it every day, and I'm still not there to be able to just message everyone. The funny thing is I'm even more fearful of messaging people that are close friends. I am better at messaging a complete and utter stranger than I am of somebody that I care about, because I am so afraid of losing that relationship. Sorry. No, I'm crying. Anyway, it's this big hair. It's these fumes from this thing making me cry. Anyway, so she had us write it down on our hand. And then she told us to turn our hand over and write down the opposite of that. I don't know why I'm crying, y'all. I didn't mean to. It's messing up my new eyeliner. Oh, but I can see if it's waterproof. Look, the eyeliner's not running. She tells us to turn our hand over and write the antonym of that. And so I basically wrote, I don't care what they think, which isn't true, but I'm trying to teach that to myself. I wrote, I don't care what they think. And then she told us to take a selfie with that written on our hand and show the world this is what we so I had to do a selfie of myself saying, I don't care what they think, and post it. And I wrote share it at the bottom. I don't care what they think. I'm going to share it anyway. You know how hard that is to do, by the way, because the way I wrote it was like this, so I'm like trying to do like Vogue and stuff, trying to get a hand in front of my face, which was not easy, by the way, not at all, but it was even harder to tell myself that. And before we did the selfie and wrote on our hand, we had to tell the person next to us, who was someone I didn't know, her reason was time, which I think a lot of us use time as an excuse, and that's really not the core reason. When she asked us that question, that was the first thing that popped in my head. I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. And I knew in myself that that's what I say my problem is, when I know that's not my problem. That's my facade of my problem, that I don't have time. There's a deeper rooted issue. And I feel like probably that girl next to me has a deeper rooted issue. It's not that she doesn't have time to message 5 people. She has the time, but that's an easy out, and it makes you feel like you don't get deep enough. You don't get deep enough. So I want you to stop and get deep. Thank you. I am surprised that you like the eyeshadow. I went crazy. But I want you to take a look at yourself, get deep, find out what's that real reason. What is the real reason that you're not doing certain things, whatever it is that you're not doing? Is it because you think your husband's going to be mad at you if he sees you do crazy videos? Fix it, whatever it is. If it's because you're like me and you have a major fear of rejection, because I have a past, get to that. You've got to get it out of your head. You've got to stop letting yourself tell you you can't do something. So I'm trying to empower myself. I downloaded an app called Share. It's not an app. It's actually on my computer. I initially downloaded it at one time because I wanted to try to use it to do parties, but it just didn't work for me for parties because I do too much live. And I downloaded it, and it allows you to make a post, attach a photo, attach links if you want to, and put it out to schedule to post at a certain time. And it allows you to do that on your personal page, which Facebook doesn't let you do that on your personal page. And what I did is I went in there and I created positive posts for myself for things that I knew I needed to hear, and did a whole bunch for like 3 months out. And those are now posting on my Facebook page. So when I see those things, they may not be feelings that I'm having at that time, but they're going to talk to me as much as they're going to talk to my customers. So that is something that I did to try to get myself to, when I don't feel like saying those things, they're already said. I set them in advance. It's over and done. It's coming to me, and it's going to remind me I need to get over it. Who cares what they think? When we worry about our feelings, we are thinking about us and not our clients. That's exactly right. Y'all have got to listen to Amy's message from earlier today. Like, it's a sermon. It's a message. Amy, the eyeshadow is the new palette. And I just did, what did I do? So I did the blue on the outside, and then I did this all over the lid. Actually, I did this all over the lid first as a base. Then I did this all over the lid, and then I did this on the inner corners, and I used the brow highlighter to do the top. And I did my eyebrows first with stencils. I've never used the stencils, and I used them for the first time today, and I really like it. It took me a while to get there, though. So Cherokee, my fear is the way I look in pictures and on camera. I was the same way, and I'm still that way. I take thousands of photos, and you know how I'm getting over that? A couple of things. For the videos, before we had FaceTime, or not FaceTime, before we had Facebook Live, the only way to do videos was to create a video and save it and then post it, or to do one on YouTube or Viva Video or one of those other things. So I had the opportunity to really needle myself to create a video and then go back and watch it over and over and over and over. And I was able to pick apart every little thing that I did. It was awful. I hardly ever do videos like that now because I don't want that opportunity anymore. What I started doing before live came up is I just got to the point where I just couldn't even accept a video because I didn't like anything about it. So I started creating videos. I sat down in front of my phone. I created a video. I hit save and I posted it. I didn't watch it. I didn't edit it. Nothing, because I needed that time to get over that fear. Now I could edit something. I could go in and do those things that that takes you time to get to that point. But I knew it was more important to me to get over my myself, seeing myself and finding every single flaw that I've got, than it was to learn how to edit a video, than it was to have the right eyeshadow or to apply something properly or to look pretty or to have the right lighting. It was more important to me because that was my struggle, was looking at myself. So going back and watching was not good. Now, I will go back and watch now. I see that you don't go back and watch. I'll go back and watch now stuff that I've already posted. Because I go back and I'm like, oh, I called that 3D instead of epic, and I'll just put in like a little hashtag, sorry, it's supposed to be epic. You know, I'll correct some things that I said. So that's why I watch them back, and to kind of get ideas for future stuff. Plus, I want to see what people commented on and that kind of stuff. But I don't watch it before I post it. I know I've got to do it because I will pick it apart. Everybody does that. Nobody likes themselves. And I think when you go out and you put yourself out there, it makes people relate to you, and they realize you're a real person. You're a genuine person. You're not somebody that's out there trying to sell them snake oil. You know, you're a real person. And I mess up all the time, constantly. I mean, you've seen my videos. I'm not trying to be perfect and pretty. I mean, I just came out with 2 different kinds of eyebrows that were hideous, no makeup, and my hair in curlers. I mean, it is what it is. I'm much better at my makeup application now. I have learned a lot of things, but I've learned them. I was pretty bad at the very beginning. I can give you tips on videos, how to do the right lighting and where to put your phone, and we'll work on that together, but that's not what stops people from doing it. It's not because you don't know how. It's because you don't feel confident, and you just got to forget it. Who cares? So for me, if I'm black status in 6 months, everybody's going to want to be my friend. They're not going anywhere. So I don't know why I'm worried about my friend that I ask if they want to see a video on Epic Mascara gets upset with me. Because in 6 months when I'm black status, she's going to come back to be my friend if she left. And what kind of people are those anyway that leave? Like, if someone doesn't want to be your friend anymore because you're selling unique, those aren't good friends. They're not trying to support you. I don't need those people, and you got to tell yourself that. And I promise you, I have cried many, 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 many nights over strangers saying ugly things on my page, private messaging me ugly things. And I'm not telling you this to be fearful, but I've cried over strangers. And there was zero reason to do that. Those people didn't help my business. Those people didn't even hurt my business. I don't care. They were never going to buy makeup from me anyway. Let it go. We got to be frozen. We've got to let it go. I mean, it's hard. It's an everyday struggle for me. It's an everyday struggle probably even for those black status people. You know, so if this is what you want, then you do it, and the people that care about you are going to support you. And I don't mean buy your products. I don't mean that kind of support. But they're going to stand behind you, and they're going to be proud of you for the things that you do. And the people that aren't, you probably don't need them anyway, because that's just ugly. If you went down the road and opened up a brand new store, they'd all be behind you. That's cool. You got a boutique and you sell shoes or whatever. They'd be all fine with that, but for some reason you do it online, they get crazy. I don't understand it. So I just got to let those people go. You're more of an in-person kind of person. So Amy is doing consults, which I think is fantastic, and maybe that's your forte. Be whatever works for you. If in-person is your thing, and you know, you can still go live, because you do need to find a way to expand your network. Get out there and meet more people. But if that's your thing, then do them. But the videos do help, because something about going live on your personal page forces it out to see more people. You got to be public. You need to go public. And then it draws people into you, and you can start showing, like, you can have a live consult, go live in your consult, and this is my friend Sally, and look what we're going to do today, and she's going to try this, and she's going to try this, and she's going to try this, and you just sit there and have coffee together with you and Sally and let people watch it, and people will connect with you and Sally. It's like having a party. There's lots of people sitting around with nothing to do but look at their Facebook. They're out there. They're out there. So, you know, there's many different ways to do this business, but I know I'm getting way off track. But the last thing that I wanted to say, because this has touched me a lot. I don't know if touched is the right word, but it's definitely in my brain and it won't go away. The same person that talked about the hand, she was obviously talking about fear. And while we were in that classroom, she asked for a volunteer, and like 5 people out of 100 raised their hands. One girl like raised her hand kind of like this, like, I'm gonna pretend like I want you to pick me, but please don't pick me, like that. And she's really wild and crazy, the girl is. Her personality is bigger than my hair. And she said, I just talked to you guys about fear and not doing the things, and I just asked for a volunteer. No one volunteered. What is going on? Like 5 people volunteered. So she said, I'm picking you. So she picks the one that does kind of like this. And she brings her up and she asked her, why didn't you want to come up here? Or why'd you raise your hand like this? And she's like, well, I didn't really want to come. And she's, well, why? Why are you afraid? She's like, I'm afraid. I don't know what's going to happen. And she couldn't have said it any better. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen when I do that live. I don't know what's going to happen when I mess with that person. That's what fear is the fear of it's always the fear of the unknown, no matter what you think it's a fear of. My fear of heights is a fear of not knowing when I get up there if I'm going to fall or not. You know, it's always a fear of the unknown. And she said, oh, well, you're afraid, but I'm just going to give you jewelry. And she handed her like 7 bracelets. And that was it. Then she sat down. And she said, all of you that didn't raise your hand and then didn't say yes because you didn't know, because you were afraid, gave up on that jewelry. You just said no to the jewelry because you didn't know what it was going to be. So you could be saying no to black status. Do you know what black status is? Do y'all understand what that is? I know we talk about it all the time. That's money. Lots and lots of it. Not to mention that there is, you know, something deeper. You know, Amy's so good at speaking about connecting to something deeper and at that deeper level, but I do like money. So, you know, you could be saying no to black status because you don't want to post that photo. You don't want to talk to that person that you don't know, or you don't even want to ask your friend, or you don't want to do a party. Whatever it is you don't want to do that I don't want to do, I'm the same way. You could be just saying no to something huge. And so now for me, every time I tell myself, no, I don't want to do that, no, I don't want to go live, no, I don't know what's going to happen, is I am saying no to the bling. That's just kind of how I translated that jewelry, because it all comes down to the bling in the end. I'm saying no to that. Why am I going to say no to that? I'm just going to tell myself no matter what I'm doing, that's what it is. I may not get any sales directly off of that video that I did earlier today that was horrendous. But I don't know if 10 people watch that a year from now are going to come back to me and sign up because they're seeing me every single day. And eventually something I'm saying is going to work for them. Eventually I'm going to get the guts and I'm going to message them. And they may be like, yeah, I've been watching you. I've been thinking about it and I just hadn't got to the time yet. You just reminded me. I'm fixing to sign up right now and I'm going to be green. You know, I don't know. I don't know. So don't say no because you don't know. Don't be fearful. So just say yes to the bling, whatever it is. And who cares what they think? Who cares? So I know I totally rattled on and it wasn't even my turn tonight. But I just felt like I needed to say all of that. Plus, y'all needed to see what was happening with his hair. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Crazy, right? Huge. It still smells like chemicals, Cherokee. It's so bad. So I did these, and this is something that if you aren't comfortable with videos, for whatever reason, people like to watch people making fools of themselves and embarrassing themselves. They like it. I'm a fan of slapstick comedy. I love it when people fall down. I will laugh all day long. They fell down. Oh my gosh. It's funny to me. So, stuff like this. I came with all this crap in my hair and I made everybody wait through my entire makeup application to see what this was going to look like at the end. And, you know, people waited and people got to see what it looked like, and I posted a photo. It entertains people. There are so many videos that I have seen like that. Be real. And that's sharing yourself. And I wasn't like selling. I didn't say, here's the unique foundation and it's $49. I didn't do any of that stuff. None of that. But I got interaction and people think they know me. The person that Jason saw at the school the other day and was telling him about Ryan, I do not know her. But she recognized him because she knew me, because she's on my Facebook, but I don't know her. I don't know who she is. But she's seen my videos and she was able to connect him to me to our son at school and have like this whole circle, and now, you know, it's like we have a relationship when we really technically don't. I couldn't tell you if I walked in there right now and she was standing right in front of me, I wouldn't know who she was. So something connects people, whether it's this kind of stuff or just posting pictures or whatever, my coffee posts, it doesn't matter. It's going to connect to somebody, and the people that connect to you are the people that you want. You know, everyone's got something a little different. So sorry I went forever and ever and ever. If you are just now joining, I really, 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 really want y'all to watch Amy's video earlier and this video now. I know we do a video every week and I can get really, really long-winded and you just might be over it, but there is information in here that I feel like everybody needs to hear. I needed to hear what Amy had to say today, and I was at convention, but we were in different classes. So we both got different things. That I'm glad we did it like that. But there's a message in here for you. Y'all, I feel like a preacher. Y'all know my daddy's a preacher? He would be so proud of me. But there's something in here for you, and I feel like you all need to hear it. I don't know, every now and then I get this like little tingle in my head that tells me things that need to happen or people need to hear stuff, and it's in here today. And I'm probably gonna cry again. Yeah, I'm emotional. I don't know what's going on with me. Anyways, let me see if there's any more messages. Oh gosh, I've read them all, I think. Those neuro tools from Deb Erickson helped me daily to get past all the negativity. Yes, so there's a post in here. There's also a post in Company C about Deb Erickson. She actually trained the Black Status presenters. Hi, Kinsey. Trained the Black Status presenters that spoke to us. They were fabulous. And I know there's some really, really good stuff in there. And I think that would help everybody. It's free. It's free. She's training these people. If I can get 1/10 of what they got and share it, I'm going places, because they were all phenomenal presenters. These are just regular people. The girl that taught me sold her exerciser, her kid's exerciser, and her bread machine to be able to sign up. And now she's Black Status because she did not have $1 to her name and could not pay the electric bill. But she needed to sign up because she needed to make some money yesterday. So she came from there. And she was able to speak directly to me, and I hope it's coming back out to you. So I recommend that you watch that. Preach it. Hi, Mama. Emotions are good. That's some crazy hair. Yeah, Kinsey, you need to watch my other video. It is some crazy hair. $1 at the Dollar General. That's what happened to me today. That's what I did instead of going to the gym. All right. I'm going to see. Look. So my shadow is moving, but my liner is not. So I guess it is waterproof. I tried the wing today. Anyway, anybody have any more questions? Do y'all want to see any new products or anything before I let y'all go? I know I'm very long-winded. I gave y'all just a minute. All the stuff on my eyes is new products. And I'm wearing Epic in 3D. And y'all got to get it. Y'all got to get it if you don't have it. Anything? I really hope one day Facebook fixes this delay, because it is a pain. A really big pain. Okay. All right. Well, I think that is everything. Of course, I'll see your comments if you post them. Please, 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 please watch. Amy and I don't do these videos just because we want to see ourselves. We can do videos elsewhere to do plenty of that. We do these for y'all. I really, really want you to hear what we had and what we learned. You know, we want to share this with you guys. There's a reason for the things that we do. So anyway, I will talk to all of y'all later. Thanks for coming. Bye.